Hello, I'm the Resolute Cartographer, and this is the 29th video in my Mass Effect Andromeda series. In the last video, we cleared Eladin, doing all the mining sites, finding all the hidden caches, doing all the remaining secondary and tertiary quests. We then actually also went to Eos and picked up a remnant data core, came back here to Vold to try to find yet another remnant data core. Unfortunately, that one seems to have disappeared, but we're still going to be here for the beginning of this so that we can go after Dr. Kennedy, who is probably going to be giving birth to the first human born in the Andromeda galaxy, but she's being pursued by both the Rokar and the Ket. So, let's go ahead and try to save her.
Mayday, mayday! Any initiative personnel, we need help!
This is the Pathfinder. There may be Rokar and Ket closing on you.
No, not now.
This does not sound good. Can you make a run for it?
Running is unlikely, Pathfinder.
Oh, this is getting messy.
Tempest, Dr. Kennedy will need an escape vector ASAP.
Understood. Give me a gun.
Haven't fought the Ket in a while.
She's not...
Ket fighting
not
Rokar.
Tell them to
Whoa,
hurry.
what the?
We hear you, Doctor. Hold on.
I'm on someone else's schedule.
Ryder, turret!
Turret where?
Looks like it needs power.
What am I supposed to be doing over here? Oh, use the computer. No, I thought the Rokar were effectively really no longer enemies
Take them out.
after we took out
Kennedy,
Axul,
the path.
but... Whoa!
You got it.
I'm taking off. Wait until you're clear. There's no time.
Cleared it. What about the doctor?
What about it, Kennedy?
Hey!
We're safe. He's safe.
Get clear, Doctor. But we have to wrap this up with Addison.
Understood, Pathfinder.
Oh, just noticed there's a chest over here. Let's grab the contents of that. Alright. I was wondering why I could pick things up, then I remembered I increased the inventory size at the end of the last video. Why don't we go ahead and, well, get back to the Tempest. Don't actually need to use the map. Alright.
All systems green.
Game actually crashed when I was trying to fly out. Let's get to the VidCon.
VidCon channels are ready, Pathfinder.
Calling Director Addison.
Pathfinder, I have Dr. Kennedy on the channel. She is very tired, but alive.
And the baby?
Lungs like a banshee, and safe.
And now that you're back in the fold, it's the Initiative's job to keep you safe.
This all started with tech that could steal Initiative resources.
Dr. Kennedy has graciously offered to return her research, and any resources gained along the way.
I could always just purge all data.
No thank you. We'll keep things simple. You and your trackers all safely accounted for.
We fought off Ket and Rokar. Those threats won't just go away.
That's the Nexus way. Shut the doors and hope. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful as hell, but it won't be long before none of this matters. There's others out there. I was just furthest along. If you want us safe, make it all safe.
I like the idea of this child growing up on a planet, not on a space station. I'm going to say Eos.
Prodromos is where we started our new lives. They'd love to welcome this one.
It's not too far, if you ever want to talk.
I haven't changed, Foster.
That's what I hoped you'd say.
You never said what name you chose. Maybe Pathfinder? Scott's good too.
No, it's David. David Edward, for an old friend. Goodbye, Ryder, and thank you.
Okay. With that complete, man, I keep forgetting I don't have jump jets. We're going to go ahead and see what we can do about the Turian Ark. So let's get down to the galaxy map and go find where Avitus is headed. Check the email first. Something big. Okay, we did this last time, I think. Yeah, we did. So, we talked to Peebee last time.
Vold orbit is steady.
Leaving Vold, and where are we heading? I don't know. Why don't we go ahead and actually activate the quest? Ah, to the Ramov system. Let's go.
Look at these readings. This system is beautiful.
I'll say, that's a stellar nursery. Stars are born out here.
Alright, well, we're eventually going to be coming to H047C. That's where we're going to be landing. This is what was supposed to be the Turian Golden World that is no longer. Why don't we take a look at the rest of the planets before we go after the Turian Ark? We'll start out here with Phaedra. The ruin of several Angaran exploratory missions dot Phaedra's surface, crushed by the planet's powerful gravity and half buried by its winds. Okay, what does it show for gravity? You know, they really kind of cut down on the amount of information they used to give you. But, okay. Back to the system. Let's see, next N would be H047C, so let's go to the next one in Amai? Amai? I don't know.
I'm picking up something.
Okay, anomaly. Looks like a big crater.
Probes launched. We've got a crater.
Yep. Hypervelocity impact crater. Rim diameter 242 kilometers wide. Wow. Depth 1.8 kilometers. Ejecta. Mineral deposits. Element 0. This ancient impact crater contains traces of radioactive material, Element 0, and metals not naturally found on this planet. So we got some XP out of that. I was expecting Element 0 or something, but whatever. This barren moon is more scientifically interesting than its own planet. Amiya Yono, owing to the traces of Element 0 detectable from orbit. Okay. Up next is Nundri. Volcanic looking?
Something.
What is this here? Oh, volcano.
Probes launched. I found something.
Yep, active volcanic site, stratovolcano with current erosive explosive eruption, lava composition, andesite flow with unknown materials. Analysis: Nundri is no stranger to eruptions, but this particularly massive explosion may offer special insights into the planet's geology. And we got 270 XP, back to the planet view. Let's do, well, we already have scanned it. Nundri's cracked surface contains large deposits of magnesium and cobalt. Constant volcanic activity fuels streams of lava that glitter from orbit. Okay. And you know what, we're going to check out this planet before we go after Arctanus. We're not going to land, but we're going to see what it looks like from orbit. Ooh, that is not much of a planet. Shattered by the Scourge, this formerly viable planet is now a debris field. Due to a lack of atmosphere, few life forms are present. Alert: excessive solar and cosmic radiation detected. Confinement to Nomad is advised. Man, this used to be a golden world. Alright. Let's go ahead and get to Arctanus. Yes! We found it! We finally have another Ark.
That's the Turian Ark. It's seen better days.
Definitely.
Incoming call.
Pathfinder, I think we're on the right track.
No kidding. Is it safe to board?
Only one way to find out. I'll meet you inside.
Tempest sensors show severe damage to all sections of the Turian Ark from exposure to the Scourge. Due to hull instability, moving the Natanus would be ill-advised, but it should be safe for a recovery team to extract the remaining stasis pods. Stasis pod count 20,000. Currently detecting 15,372. That is not good. They have lost a lot of people.
Limited power. Life support's busted. Surprised there's any gravity at all.
Looks like it barreled its way through the Scourge by force.
HO47C. It was supposed to be the Turian homeworld in Helios.
Like Habitat 7.
Whoever was piloting the Ark wanted to get here, no matter the cost.
They wanted to find home.
It's not really a home if no one's left to live there. Come on. Speculating won't get us anywhere.
Alright, you may have noticed I
Lucky this
changed
part
my
of the Ark
armor.
survived.
We've got
Looks
some higher
heavily
level stuff
deceiving,
on.
Pathfinder. The hull is barely holding together.
Thanks, Sam. Always a ray of sunshine.
I could provide analysis via the scanner, Pathfinder.
Of what? Oh, that.
Hey, this door's still got power.
I wouldn't open that, Pathfinder. It leads to space. Perhaps you could divert the power to a different door.
Okay. How? Oh, there we go. Man, this thing really is... This is even worse shape than the Lucinia.
Power has been diverted, Pathfinder.
Man.
This one's still got juice.
Cryogenic stability update to Natanus leadership from Avitus Rix. Just received confirmation, with the exception of the leadership and the life support teams, all passengers have entered cryostasis and are sleeping soundly. Jacana is on her way up to you now to oversee the closure of your pods. If you haven't changed into your uniforms, do so now so that we hit our departure time. Once everyone is asleep, I will do one final round, then join you in the abyss. Rix. Regarding cryogenic stability update. To Avitus Rix from Captain Day Praeton. No one tried to jump ship? Don't know if I'm impressed or nervous that everyone is confident in the mission. Don't stay up too late, Rix, or you'll be an old man by the time we reach Helios. D. And again, cryogenic stability update. To Avitus Rix from Mason Barrow, Pathfinder, Avi. Jasana said it was fine if you oversaw my pod closure. I know I said I wouldn't go against procedure, but I want your face to be the last thing I see in the Milky Way. You can scold me while I enter cryo. See you soon, Mason. Here we go.
Looks pretty busted. Think your Sam can get us in?
Only one way to find out.
I found a log from Dea Praeton, the Ark's captain. The video is corrupt, but I can recover the audio.
Play it.
Something's tearing the Tannis apart. Half the cryo chamber is gone, trying to get anyone awake to the escape pods. Spirits, there's no time. Find Mason.
Man.
Maybe she found him. Made it to the escape pods.
He wouldn't leave the Ark without me. Natanus didn't get here on its own. We need to know what happened next.
The rest of the data on this console is corrupt. Perhaps if we find another. Or the Ark's SAM node.
Alright, let's keep looking.
Let's see here. I feel like this is what it looks like right before you get to the bridge of the Hyperion.
Well, we're not going that way.
Debris. The debris appears to have collapsed during the Ark's journey through the Scourge. I was wondering if maybe they'd welded some stuff together, but no. This other side was locked, though.
This one also needs power.
Maybe we can use the same trick as last time? Divert power from something else?
This one, I guess. Okay, no, we'll just follow this back to its source. Let's see. This, here we go.
The door should now be operational, Pathfinder.
It's gonna be interesting to see if there's anyone alive on board, other than the people in stasis, I mean.
Avitus, over here.
Ark and Tennis consoles. Console has been offline for some time, presumably since the Ark hit the Scourge. Okay.
There's still life in this one.
Sam, how are we doing?
Mason, bring it back. Sam, help me out.
Like the previous log, the video data is corrupt.
What about audio?
Repairing now. 1 moment, please.
We need to remain objective.
Yeah, I've never been objective when it comes to Mason.
Try. For his sake.
Playing audio now.
Sam, how far to Abby's pod? 300 meters. An easy stroll then. Damn it! Maybe not so easy.
Where's the rest of it?
That is all I could recover.
Damn it. He was looking for your pod. Do you remember anything before waking up on Havarl?
I told you. My first memory was clawing out of my stasis pod.
Then we keep looking.
Alright. Let's keep on going. You know, you feel like the Lucinia is in bad shape, and then you see this thing, and it's insane. Okay.
That door leads to the SAM node. We've got to get in there.
The SAM node should now be accessible.
Yep. Hey! Still functional.
Sam, where's the Pathfinder? Where's Mason?
Avi. Commence. Stars.
Avi. Isn't that what Mason called you?
He's the only one who calls me that.
My counterpart is suffering from severe trauma. If I partition the damage, it may be able to speak with us.
Be careful. I don't want to lose this Sam because we rushed for answers.
Avitas Riggs. Welcome home.
Sam, Mason sent coordinates to this location. I need to find him.
You are mistaken. I sent the coordinates.
What do you mean you sent the coordinates?
The Pathfinder ordered me to help Avitas find a home for the Turians. I located our destination, HO47C, then sought out Avitas.
Why would Mason do that?
It was his last request.
This thing's still busted. It doesn't know what it's talking about.
We should have access to Mason's logs. Maybe there's something in there.
Abby, whatever we hit, a piece of it shredded my suit. Stings like hell, but spirits, it's beautiful. I need you to go on for the both of us. Don't let that temper get the better of you. Sam, commence transfer.
Yes, Pathfinder.
Even the stars look brighter.
He died before the transfer was complete. That must be the source of Sam's trauma.
Why bring me here? What was the point?
To complete
give
the
you
transfer,
Sam.
the Turians need a Pathfinder.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
I never thought I'd get the job. My whole career, I worked alone. I don't know how to lead people. I don't want to lead people.
Avitus, I've seen you protect settlers. You found the Turian Ark. You've already been playing the part of Pathfinder. Just without the title.
A title that belongs to Mason.
Which he wanted you to have. Rejecting it won't bring him back.
What if I let him down?
You could only do that by walking away.
Ah, damn it, you're right.
Shall I begin transfer?
It'll be safer on the Nexus. Suvi, call Tan. We need a shuttle to pick up the SAM node. Tell him we found the Turian Pathfinder.
Oh, well, this was disappointing.
All systems green.
I mean, I was hoping we'd fly that thing back to the Nexus. Maybe they can get it back there by patching it up a bit. I mean, I see those little blue lights out there. I'm thinking that's maybe what they're doing, patching it up enough so that they can fly it back to the Nexus. Let's check the email. Stasis pod aboard the Turian Ark to writer from director Jaron Tan. Writer Avitus Rix is leading a team to recover the stasis pods from the Ark and Tanis. For someone who wasn't keen to take the job, he's certainly enthusiastic now. If all goes well, we'll have saved the lives of 15,000 Turians. No small achievement, Director Tan. Broken world? Come on. To writer from Liam. Guess we can't fix everything. Environment is one thing, but shattered planet? That's about as not golden as it gets. Remember that feeling when we first saw Habitat 7? Can you imagine waking up to just rocks? Augie's making accommodations on Prodromos, like everyone in the initiative. And Veranda is spreading the word among her people. Turians will have homes to help build. Never liked the one world per arc thing anyway. We're all on the same side. Costa. Liam has included a list of media themed to waking up. Genres include homesteading dramas redone for interstellar settings, and several remakes of a story about a day repeating until it's done right. So, a remake of Groundhog Day, it sounds like. Okay. Why don't we go ahead and, let's see, what should we do here? What should we do first? Because we could go immediately for Peebee's thing. Part of me really wants to go to the Nexus and Aya. Alright, here's what we're gonna go to do Peebee's thing out here. Then we're gonna go ahead and head back to Aya and then to the Nexus, because we've got quests to turn things in both locations. So it looks like we've also got a couple systems out here we haven't visited yet. Let's go ahead and take a look at these now. So we got Hafina and Valon. We'll do that after we help out Peebee.
The Inalara system. Was that someone's name, Joel?
Inalara is a virtue. To know your map, your course, right down to the blood. It's a good name for the brink of the unknown.
What do we got? Any anomalies? Yep.
Probe away. Get a scan.
Comet Jim Dandy. I'd say an unusual combination of elements, but they hold together reasonably well. Potentially difficult for a novice to navigate. Got a vanadium deposit off of that. Okay, next one in is Tobanur.
Anomaly on sensors.
Satellite, it looks like.
Deploying probe. Satellite detected.
This cat satellite appears to be monitoring the remains of the research outpost. It is easily disabled. I'm assuming that means there's a research outpost here. Let's see. Evidence of a Ket research outpost sits atop one of Tobanur's glaciers. The outpost has been dismantled, however. Anything the Ket found is long since gone. Okay. Next up is Paz 61. Beneath the surface of rock and nitrogen glaciers, Paz 61 may contain buried oceans of liquid or frozen water. Okay. Next up is Nova Lori. Nova Lori's bright and sinister coloration earned it the name of a mythical Angaran boogeyman. Multiple ships have disappeared in its vicinity, adding to its mystique. Okay. Next in is Paz 88.
Anomaly on sensors.
Okay. The dominant life form on Paz 88 appears to be a finger-length worm that thrives on the thin nitrogen and xenon atmosphere. That's gross.
Deploying probe.
Let's check this out.
Anomaly found.
A Ket scout vessel crashed into an ammonia glacier on Paz 88. Though the crew died, the ship's reactor continues to emit heat, melting the glacier and creating this great river. So this would be a world for the Volus, if their Ark were to ever arrive. And by their Ark, I mean the Turian Ark. Okay, let's see, back to the system view. And what's next? Is that it? Paz 10? I think so. Nothing else on the anomalies.
Ryder, signal source is near a volatile volcano. I don't see a clear place to land.
Wow, Peebee's right. Whatever's giving off that signal is special.
Prep your team. I'll try to find a safe spot.
An inhospitable, unstable volcanic planet. There's evidence of a large-scale remnant complex mostly buried beneath the surface. The mysterious signal that Peebee discovered emanates from the section of this complex. Let's go.
Where's Peebee?
Who knows?
Peebee to the airlock, pronto.
Pronto, huh? Sounds serious. Actually, could you come here, please? My place. Straight away?
Callow? Hey, any luck finding a place to land?
Nothing yet. Might take a while.
Okay, Peebee, be right there.
I've got a feeling we're going to be using her escape pod.
Straight away.
Peebee?
Back here. I won't bite.
What's this about?
Oh yeah, we're definitely
Callow
using the
won't
escape
find a
pod.
safe place to land the Tempest.
Knew it. This is not a good idea.
And safety first.
You keep me on my toes, Peebee.
Not used to being the reasonable one.
I'm not doing this for the fun of it. The Tempest can't go where we need to be, and you can't get there from the ground. This is the only way in.
In? Where exactly are we going? Peebee, where are we going?
It's not my fault the signal's coming from inside a volcano. And we should land on stable ground,
Oh my.
assuming my subterranean scans are accurate, and the impact doesn't alter trajectory too severely.
And tell me you have a plan for getting back to the Tempest.
Is that a thing? We came all the way to another galaxy with no plan for getting back home. All right, brace for impact. So, are you mad, Ryder?
I'm not mad, Peebee.
This is insane. We're alive. At least there's that.
This is often toast.
Yeah.
Any landing you can walk away from, right?
Ryder, come in. Are you all right?
Sam, relay to the Tempest that we're fine. Investigating Peebee's signal.
Right away.
Man. Holy crap.
I'm picking up the signal. It's housed within a remnant structure not far from here.
Sam, plot our trajectory.
Plotted.
Need to get through that obstruction. Maybe there's a console buried here somewhere.
Well, what do you know?
Is that, yeah. Thought there might be something else under it.
The network you're accessing seems to be a production system.
Production of what?
Remnant hardware.
Really?
The gates are opening.
You've opened more than that. I'm picking up structural shifts throughout the cabin area.
That sounds bad. We could be having new lava flows come through or something.
Interesting. That observer is in a persistent idle state. Its neural pathways are blank.
It's like POC when I stripped out its remnant protocols. It has no programming.
Weird. Just keep on moving, I
Seismic
guess.
activity increasing. I'm picking up additional unprogrammed observers throughout the facility. Pathfinder, this site was a manufacturing center. That's a collapsed outlet point for an assembly line.
Okay. Assembly line dispenser. Man. Gotta wonder if there's a vault on this planet that's malfunctioning at the same time they were trying to use this place for manufacturing. And that's why everything's gone to hell.
You are identifying yourself as an ally to the unprogrammed observers in the assembly line.
Hey there, little guy. Nice to have you on the team.
Its protocols are limited, but it will perform.
Another gate. Have to get through. Look, up here above the gate. Another node.
Look at that.
Scanning it.
I will, but I just got these chests. Let's see.
That node controls the gate, but it's disabled.
Too high to access.
Our new friend knows what to do.
Hey.
And voila. Thanks, buddy.
Let's push on.
Pathfinder, Callow reports finding no safe area to land. Retrieval may be impossible.
Oops.
He has detected a few smaller vessels making their way to the surface, however.
Friend or foe?
Unknown.
Alright. Just get up there and dangle a rope.
I know that shuttle.
Nope.
Calisaria, are you
tracking that
Seriously?
signal too.
Oh my god.
Ugh, Kalinda. Back off. It's mine. Let's hurry. We have to get to the signal source before Kalinda.
Active observers.
Fully programmed it.
Let's clear them out.
Oh, that's a lot of them. Still one more.
All clear.
All right. Now let's find some way to open that gate.
Oh, chest. Nice. Let's see.
Pathfinder, this console controls the gate.
Here it goes.
Good. The gate's starting to open.
Thank you, Ryder. You opened a gate up here too. Come on, boys. We're in.
She must be on a ridge above us.
Shit, shit, shit!
Kalisaria, the high road is much more direct.
How the hell did you find us here, Kalinda?
Guess you didn't notice the little transmitter I hid in Park. So sloppy. Ta.
We have to make it across to the next ridge.
Chasm's too far to jump.
There may be a way to extend that antenna.
Watch for remnants!
Well, we got the turret, so.
Enemies!
Still working on it. Rerouting power from these other structures.
And reducing our cover.
Shit! We'll never catch Kalinda.
Bunker down. More remnant.
No bots to fight up here.
I'm going to kill her.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling that way myself.
The antenna is extending.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Whoa, okay, guys. I had taken my finger off the alt button. You didn't need to have me keep staring at the thing until I spun around at the spot.
Linda's men spotted on the upper ridge.
Pathfinder,
They're in
there's
sniper
another
range.
dispenser for unprogrammed observers in this area.
Who cares? What matters is that mountain of rock is between us and the signal source. Need to get across there, but that huge boulder's in the way.
Pathfinder, scanning the boulder will help determine the course of action. The rock is too dense for your weapons, but there is a deep fissure that an observer's beam might be able to exploit. I suggest you find the console that controls the dispenser.
Right. Get a friendly bot to do it.
Now we're in business.
Activating control.
There we
Would
go.
order a friendly observer?
Also have that turret on our side.
That's right.
And of
One
course.
ton of angry bots.
At least our new friend is fighting for us.
Whoa, whoa! What the hell? Jeez. Not expecting that to spawn behind me. I want to get it down to where there's nothing but the destroyer left to fight. There we go. Alright. Come on, friendly bot.
Interfacing is escalating tectonic activity. The area is becoming increasingly unstable.
Come on, let's scan the boulder fissure so the observer will attack it.
Do your thing, little bud.
Observer to the rescue. All right, let's get across and over the ridge.
Make sure they don't get inside. A triple share to whoever brings me their sweet implants.
Man, I hate her.
Yeah, now it's time to kill her. Now that she's actually sicking people on us.
Take them out.
It was one thing when she was just stealing stuff. Now that she's actually trying to kill us, we got cause to kill her.
So long, losers.
No, no, no! Melinda's barred the way!
Come to your doom, Pathfinder.
We're assholes.
Okay, where's the thing that raises this?
Another dispenser!
That? No, we gotta get that. There we go. Let's get this thing.
Friendly inbound.
Not smart, Granite.
No more playing around. Playing for keeps now.
I want to scan that thing so this thing will open the door beforehand.
Open the dormant gate. The conduit zone needs repair.
It's only a matter of time.
Up there, above the gate.
I know.
Another power node. Work your magic, little guy. All right, we're back in the game. This is it. The signal source is in the next chamber.
I'm reading more dispensers for allied observers.
I'll keep that in mind.
Nice place for an ambush.
Funny, that's exactly what I thought.
Yeah, she's gonna die.
Belinda, you ass! Just give it up!
There's a piece of pure, uncut programming tech in here. Plus, you want it, so there's no way I'm giving up.
There we go. Got two new buddies.
Shit, you defeated all my men.
Down.
Really?
Not really.
Ooh, a Hydra.
Not even close. But I will have to go on a recruiting spree after this.
Alright, you're next. For that little move you pulled there. Not a fan of that. Ooh, okay. These are not stable defenses. It's one Hydra down.
The signal source is beyond the next rise.
Let's go get it.
Look! over that pool of lava. Another
I know.
power node.
There we go.
Scan it so our friendly observer will enable it.
Thought it just did. Okay, good.
Yes! We're in business.
Oh.
Let's cross it and reach Kalinda.
Okay, this would be very hot. I'm not sure that the boots would be able to handle that.
Are you kidding me? How many guys does she have?
Kalinda's about to get the device.
And she's off.
Yep.
You won't make it, Kalinda.
Too late, gal. It's mine. Damn it!
Nicely done. Uh-oh.
Shit. Go! I'm good.
Peebee, help! I'll give you everything I've got. All the relics, everything worth anything. Please, I don't want to die.
Oh, crap.
Oh, crap, what?
I don't want her to die, Ryder.
Why?
Nice.
She's been trying to kill
Not
us.
worth her life.
Yes, it is.
No!
Oh my! I didn't actually mean to do that, but I accidentally right-clicked. I didn't even mean to do that.
Whoa!
Wow, close one.
Time to go, huh?
Ryder, why did you do that? I could have saved her.
We'll talk once we're safe. We've got to get out of here!
I think we're retracing Kalinda's footsteps.
Then it should lead to a way out of this.
No time to slow down.
I honestly did not mean to shoot her. I mean, as much as I did not like her.
The valley is submerged in lava. Hey, look! The escape pod.
I was gonna go with Peebee's
Well,
choice, but
there goes my bedroom.
we'll see what happens here.
Yes, Kalinda's shuttles.
The final stretch! Let's get out!
Hey, stranger. How you doing?
I don't know. Can you explain what happened down there? I mean, Kalinda has been nothing but trouble, I grant you that. But why did you stop me from saving her?
I know you two were once close, but she was a user, Peebee. Who knows what she might have done? Couldn't take the chance.
I appreciate that. It's complicated, I know. It's just... desperate times bring out one's true colors, Ryder. I could have seen Kalinda's, even if it only confirmed the obvious.
Will you be all right?
I will. Eventually. Don't worry. In the meantime, I have this thing to occupy my thoughts, huh?
Yeah.
That's right. It's raw, unused programming tech. With time, I can make it upload specs of our design into remnant hardware. A true fusion of both technologies. My first real mark in Andromeda, and I have you to thank.
We do have a little bookkeeping matter to discuss.
Ah, nuts. Yeah, the Tempest is light, one escape pod. That's gonna cost me, isn't it?
We'll get a new one the next time we dock at Nexus. Don't sweat it.
Wow. Thanks, Ryder. But until then, what do I do for a bedroom?
Mine's pretty big. And comfortable.
Comfortable, huh? Never made much difference to me.
Gee, that's too bad.
But a wise woman once said, desperate times bring out a person's true colors. Who knows? Maybe there's another color in me somewhere.
Peebee's loyalty has been gained. Alright. Yeah, again, like I said, I honestly did not mean to shoot her, even though I really was in favor of that. I was going to go with Peebee's decision there, but in the end, I think it worked out as well as it could have. So, alright, let's get back to Aya, and then to the Nexus. We got things to turn in. Again, along the way, we're going to check out those two systems and see what they have to offer. Email first, actually. Thank you, to writer from Peebee the Embarrassed. And sorry, I shouldn't have ambushed you like that. I should have trusted that you'd be just as driven as I was to head down to past 10 and find the source of that signal. I should have been more collaborative and more of a, team player. Guess I've got some growing to do. Who knew? Usually when someone says, it's not you, it's me, they're breaking up with you. If I actually send this, please delete upon receiving. Okay. At some point we do need to talk to the crew, but I want to check out those two systems first. Has been a while, though, since we've had a chat. Okay, time to leave the, Inalara system behind and head to... Let's check out, Hefina.
This might have been a larger system once. Before the Scourge.
As if we needed a better reason to document everything.
Okay, just 3 planets.
Anomaly on sensors.
Oh, and an anomaly.
Probes launched. Getting a scan.
Come at Talula. Vanadium deposit on Comet Talula. Highly reliable orbit despite the Scourge and the black hole. Okay, got 27 vanadium. Back to the system. Let's check out Dovar. Dovar's gravity is abnormally light for a world of its size. This is certainly an effect of the mass fields generated by the Scourge. Dovar should be further observed as it escapes the Scourge tendrils. Okay. Next in is Camiro No.
Anomaly on sensors.
Probably a volcano, right? Let's see. Oh, satellite.
Probe away. Anomaly found.
Or an asteroid, okay. Before the Scourge, the asteroids ringing Camiro No were a moon housing a small Angaran colony. The moon and colony are now long gone. Yeah. I'll say that that's the case. Look at that. That is no moon. Let's see. Camiro No was named for the little brother of a mythical Angaran hero, July No. Before the Scourge, Camiro No existed in the shadow of a much larger gas giant. Okay. And we have Paz 39. Paz 39 appears to be the dying remains of July No, a massive gas giant named for an Angaran mythical hero. It has been largely stripped of its atmosphere. Wow. So this was once a gas giant. That is cool. Okay. Alright, well, we're done here. We were also going to check out Valon. Yeah, okay. We've checked out Valet.
Looks like we're coming up on a blue giant.
From Aya, it's often the brightest star, the first to rise.
Alright, no anomalies. Let's check this planet. Ra Morondi.
I'm picking up something.
Okay, what do we got? Satellite? Asteroid? Let's see.
Deploying probe. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Iron deposit on this large asteroid may have been a fragment of a moon that once orbited Ra Morondi, somehow broken apart by the Scourge. Well, we just saw that, so I don't think somehow is a real question. I mean, we've seen that multiple times now, in fact. Ra Morondi, like Ra Madezi, was thrown out of orbit by the Scourge. Its enormous mass may have pulled its dust and debris into the form of rings only recently. Okay. Let's see, what is the next one? It's really difficult to tell. Let's go with Ramadesia. Probably mispronounced that the first time I read it. Ramadesia and his neighbor Ra Morondi were both thrown out of their orbits by the Scourge. Even before this, however, Ra Madesia was likely a molten sphere of iron and copper. That's pretty cool. Back to the system view. Okay, next in we'll go with... I have no clue. I'm gonna go with PAS 78. PAS 78 is a large gas giant ideal for helium-3 mining. Only the dense scourge activity in the system makes it less than perfect refueling point. Okay. Makes it a less than perfect, I should have said. Next in is PAS 70. PAS 70 appears to be a Cotonian planet, a former gas giant stripped of its atmosphere down to its metallic core. It's extremely likely this process was accelerated by the Scourge. We just saw another one of these. That's crazy. Okay. And lastly, Ijota. Ijota is a world of rock and metal surrounded by crushing atmosphere. By all logic, it should be molten, but the Scourge has somehow kept it cool despite the proximity of Valon's blue gas giant. That's so weird. Why? I don't know. The Scourge seems to do weird stuff. Okay, we're down in this system. Let's get to Aya. We've got to return that star map. Alright, let's take a look at the map. Okay, we got an extra quest here. Oh, probably to help out the colony on Eladin. This is the guy that wanted us to get the seeds and the antibiotics and the solar panel stuff.
Pathfinder, more of your outposts need help, if you have time. Eladin's water purifier can't keep up with demand. They're requesting one of those Angaran ionic filters. There are engineers who work in the aqueducts here. I'll bet they have what we need.
On it. One filter coming up.
Okay. Where is that? Looks like... Yep, right there. Okay, we're going to fast travel to the market. Here we go.
Do you work on water filtration here?
I designed the system for it.
Can you sell me an ionic filter? My people need it on Eladin.
If they're tough enough for Eladin, they deserve help. Here.
Okay. And let's sell the salvage. I'll take your filter. You take my 19,200 in random salvage. It's a deal. Alright, let's see. We'll of course bring this back to him, but let's head over to the museum first, given that we're already over here. Here we go.
Hello, Pathfinder. Any good news for me?
I picked this up. Any idea what it might be?
How in the skies did you find an Angaran star map? One that still works, even. It must be pre-Scourge. If we analyze it, we can learn where our people traveled before the Dark Age.
Do you know much about where your ancestors traveled?
No, not at all. The Scourge wiped out nearly everything. We're only just beginning to travel again.
Could they have made it to another galaxy, like us?
It's possible. For all we know, there are entire Angaran worlds beyond our reach. You've given me more to study than I ever expected. I've got a lot of work ahead. Thank you for your help, Pathfinder. I'll let you know if I discover anything.
Alright, very nice. We have brought back all the relics we could find. Alright, let's see. Let's just go ahead and fast travel back to the port. Marixus.
I managed to find an ionic filter for Eladin. Make sure they get it.
I'll get this delivered right away. They'll be relieved to have enough water.
Okay. And once again, we're done on Aya. Let's get back to the Tempest. Alright, before we go on to the Nexus, I want to chat with these folks. Okay, sounds good, but let's talk to Callow.
I hear you found a stasis locker from the Turian Ark.
Technically, someone else found it first. But yes.
How wonderful. I know it's not the Ark itself, but any sign is better than nothing, surely. Please, if I can help the search at all, just ask. Or ask anyway. You're good company.
Are you and Gil still managing to get along?
It's cordial, so far. He takes approaches I'd never think of. And having all our statistics memorized saves time. We'll see. Though he insists our two FBA couplings are better than T7's, can you imagine?
You know, I really can't.
Pretty sure those are the ones that we had to pick up for Kin and Gabby on the on Omega. Let's see.
Tell me something else about the ship.
The glass on board? It's actually a clear oxide and nanofiber compound. It bends rather than shattering.
How tough is it? We're only an arm's length away from hard vacuum.
Our testing involved 3 drunk Krogan with sledgehammers and a C-Sec battering ram. It's sturdy.
It sounds like it.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Dr. Tapero seems nice, if quiet. It must be very different here, compared to the Hyperion. Fewer people in stasis shock.
Let's keep it that way.
Yeah.
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
Let's talk to Suvi.
Ryder.
Looks like nothing new.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
Check the email. No, we actually read that last time. Let's see. Is Peebee back in here?
Hey, Peebee.
Hold that thought. Sit tight. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hello. Don't worry. I'm not springing anything terrible on you. Actually, you be the judge.
Okay.
I'm just going to come out with it. I want you, Ryder. More than friends, more than lovers. I want strings. All the strings.
Okay.
You said you wanted that. Before, I mean. But things can change. So, at the beep, just let me know. Do you want to be with me? For real? Either way, join me in the meeting room, huh? Beep.
Okay.
So, the reason I wanted to talk to you all...
Uh-oh. Did you mutiny and jettison, Ryder?
No such luck. He just showed up.
She did ambush me, but I survived.
No harm, no foul. I just want to say, whether you all know it or not, I've had one foot out the door since I got here. And, well, that's gonna stop. I'm proud and happy to be part of this team. This family. That's really it. Okay.
About time you caught up, kid.
Yeah, you're one of us, whether you like it or not.
Well, great. So, my place is an utter mess. Who wants to help me clean it up?
Think I left the stove on.
I'm making ice.
It's an Angaran holiday.
Reports don't file themselves.
Helping Liam make ice.
But...
Peebee, I want to be with you. Only you.
All right. Well, that was quite a way to start a relationship. Let's check in with Vetra.
Still thinking about the Turian Ark. Mason and Avidus. I hope Avidus is doing all right.
Time heals all wounds, as they say.
Heals the wound, doesn't erase it. You don't lose someone like that without scarring.
So why weren't you on the Turian Ark?
Our dad left Palavin with us long before the Ark even existed. I don't know if we really count as members of Turian society anymore. But who needs all those rules anyway, right?
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
All right. Probably have strike team missions. Let's see. Wait. Are they not done? They must not be done. No, they're still working. Okay. And also along with that, I should be able to pick up the deliveries from AVP, I would think at least. May as well actually do that occasionally. 8 points away from finishing all this up. Okay. Why don't we go ahead and see if Cora's in here? Doesn't seem to be. Okay, we can check in and see if Jal is in his room. Again, no. Alright, to the cargo hold. Huh. Drax over there for a change. Hello, Gil?
Hey, Ryder. What's the story?
Regale me with some poker wisdom.
Well, bluffing and reading players aside, poker is all about math. If the odds of getting the card you need are greater than the bet, make the bet.
Alright.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
Let's check in with Drac.
Just talked to Kesh. Looks like some of the clan are back at the Nexus.
That's great.
Hired on as mercs instead of part of the initiative, but still. Good call you made. Letting her keep the drive core.
New dawn for the Krogan, huh?
Never thought I'd see the day. Sovereign Krogan as equal allies. My mother would have approved.
That's great.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Okay. Well, there's Cora.
Hi there.
Any more Commando war stories?
We once infiltrated a dangerous cult by posing as new initiates. Valenza hated it. She was like our padre. The cult, that perversion of faith, really upset her.
How did you stop them?
Nasira pretended that Valenza needed to be purified of evil. She was given a private audience with the cult leader. Valenza shot her, and then prayed for her.
Okay.
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
Alright, let's see. I mean, this is Vetra's room, so I don't expect her to be in there, but I thought I'd take a look anyway. See if there's anything to find. Let's check in and see if Liam's in here. Nope. Didn't expect him to be in there either. He's basically almost always in the crew quarters. Now, along with that, I should check in with Lexi. We'll start there, in the med bay. There she is. See if she's anything to say.
Need something?
I saw another memory that Dad locked away. The day my mom died.
I'm sorry, Ryder.
We each have our reasons for coming here. Mom was his. Her death fueled him.
Grief can be a powerful motivator.
If you can't run from it, use it. Guess that's what he did. I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Alright. Oh, there's Joel and there's Liam.
Hey.
Hello, Ryder.
How's the face wound?
I think my scar will be impressive.
Now you're gonna look even more badass.
And more appealing.
No doubt. Look at all the dates Drac gets.
Can you stay and talk some more?
Unfortunately, you seem to have nothing to say.
I'll see you later, Joel.
Stay strong and clear.
Check with Liam.
Pathfinder, Bradley says Prodromos is back on track. That roadcar threat made me angry as hell, but it also kind of made me feel like a local. I've arranged a thing on EOS for everyone. It's time I gave back, not just go from crisis to crisis. Sam has the nav points, dress light.
I was just thinking I wanted to check in on EOS to see how Dr. Kennedy's doing with her baby. Let's see. Crew info. Nothing new there. Okay, let's check in with Sam. Oh, no, didn't actually want to climb the ladder. Here we go.
Hello, Scott. Pathfinder, may we discuss your romantic attachment?
All right, but I hope you already know where babies come from.
My experience of such attachments was a long-established relationship. Cherished, familiar, but tragic.
Mom and Dad.
I have never known the beginning of an attachment. Perspective on your partner would place it in context.
I really care about her, and I hope she feels the same.
All life strives for connection. Now I understand better. Thank you.
How are those jokes coming, Sam?
What is green with red toenails?
No idea. What is green with red toenails, Sam?
A Krogan masquerading as a cherry tree.
What?
Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
Okay. Oh. How you doing, Space Hamster? Right. Let's head back upstairs. Alright, I'm going to check in with Peebee one more time. Or Pock as well, I guess.
Yes, whatever it is.
Okay.
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
Don't make me blush. At least, not in public.
This is a new side of you.
I want to show you all my sides.
Whoa.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
Well, that's a shift. Alright, let's see. I think we're... Oh, let's actually check the email one more time, because half the time after we finish talking to people, they send us an email. We're good to go. Alright, let's get to the Nexus. Unfortunately, no third arc here. I'm hoping they eventually bring it, but who knows. Alright. Why don't we check the news console here real quick.
A bar opens on the next.
Oh wow. Okay, Krogan deal struck. After a high-profile exile, Krogan are returning to the Nexus. The Krogan have been welcomed back into the initiative after officials accepted their push for equal status. Clan leader Nekmar Morda welcomed the support and resources New Tuchanka will now receive. It's about time, she said. Eladin, Morda holds colony. Nekmar Morda triumphs after a challenge to her title as Krogan overlord. Following their exile from the Nexus, Jorgel Strux claimed he was the rightful Krogan leader in Helios, but Morda retained the title, defeating Strux in open combat in front of a roaring crowd on Eladin. Aya Embassy established. An embassy has been established on Aya, marking a major diplomatic success for the initiative. Nexus representatives are now working directly with the Angara to learn more about both the cluster and the Ket. Kadara, rival gangs face off. Showdown on Kadara. Rivals vie for power and the exile port. After a bitter fight with their collective rivals, the outcasts have now claimed control of Kadara. The collective leader, known as the Charlatan, has been identified as Reyes Vidal, a notorious smuggler. Vidal is on the run as Kadara security titans under outcast leader Sloan Kelly. Nexus. Initiative arms outlaws. A major scandal surfaces implicating Nexus brass. HNS has learned that Nexus leaders quietly armed a group of outlaws, calling themselves the Three Sabers. Their group was contracted to fight for the Initiative, but went rogue and turned their weapons on supply vessels and even the Angara. Initiative Director Jaron Tan has denied all requests for comment. Valet Asari Ark found. The Asari Ark has been recovered in deep space after nearly being destroyed during a Ket assault. The Lucinia was mostly evacuated by the time the Initiative forces intercepted the Ark in the Valet system. This after the Asari Pathfinder, Matriarch Kashara, was killed while attempting negotiations with the Ket. Nexus. Spender caught. William Spender, Assistant Director of Colonial Affairs, has been fired after he was caught stealing supplies from the Nexus and smuggling them to the Exiles. Spender is currently in custody awaiting disciplinary action. HO-47C, Turian Ark recovered. The Turian Ark has been found, but the Turian Pathfinder, Mason Barrow, has been reported killed shepherding the Ark planetside. Former Spectre Avitus Rix is now expected to assume the role of Pathfinder. Eladin, Krogan colony built to last. Nexus authorities are getting their first look inside the Krogan colony on Eladin. Designed to work despite the planet's harsh, unwieldy terrain and dubbed New Tuchanka after the Krogan homeworld, this colony is both a marvel of engineering and a dangerous shantytown. By all accounts, the Krogan appear to be putting down deep roots on the arid moon. Kadara Vault activated. Sulfur that rendered water toxic on Kadara is now potable after the human Pathfinder found and activated a vault on the planet's surface. Not a lot of people were ordering water, Krala's song bartender Uni Hinen said, but it's nice to be able to add some ice. Okay. It is interesting, though, that they say sulfur is now potable, effectively, there. A little bit of a error, but anyway. Eladin. Neural decay serum discovered. Initiative doctors have developed a serum to treat neural decay that caused erratic behavior in some colonists waking from cryostasis. Most with symptoms were exiled following the Nexus uprising. Initiative Dr. Lexi Tapero derived the serum using newly discovered elements native to Andromeda. It's having a positive effect, she said. We're actually starting to see some outright reversal of symptoms in trials. If the positive results continue, the serum may be administered to every colonist leaving stasis. Eladin Outpost founded. Eladin is now home to an Initiative outpost. The Krogan colony, already named New Tuchanka, will now act as an official base for operations for the Initiative under Nekmar Morda's guidance. The naming of the outpost on the desert moon ushers in an era of renewed cooperation between the Initiative and the Krogan, who abandoned the Nexus after a dispute over authority. Kadara, homicides linked to the Rokar. A string of homicides on Kadara have been linked to Rokar activity on the volatile pirate planet. The victims were all colonists from the Milky Way or Angara who were sympathetic to them. The Rokar responsible were killed in a raid by Initiative authorities. Eladin, Nora Talis found alive. A celebrated Nexus scientist who went missing on Eladin has been found alive. Despite prolonged exposure to harsh conditions, medics say Nora Talis returned to the Nexus in stable condition, and a statement to HNS Talis did not mince words. Never send me to that hellhole again. Nexus, Clement vindicated. A kidnapped man wrongly assumed to be in exile has been found dead on Kadara. Sanjeev Clement was taken against his will following the Nexus uprising. He came to Andromeda to start a new life and be a positive force in the galaxy, says his friend Sellers Vin. He wasn't in exile. He was committed to finding a new home, and I hope he'll be remembered that way. Mining outpost established on Kadara. An initiative outpost has been established on Kadara. The Teon will focus on mining the pirate planet's significant sulfur deposits to use as fertilizer on initiative worlds. The establishment of the outpost was made possible after a fragile peace was negotiated between the human Pathfinder and the exile leadership in the port. I think, yeah, we're good. Okay, that's it. That was a lot, but we got them all. Let's take a look at the map. Nothing here, but I think on the next floor up, well, there's supposed to be someone to talk to about those plants we brought back, but, okay. Let's check in the cultural exchange, see if there's anything new there that we just can't see. So occasionally we have people that basically call us out as we walk past.
I'm Jan Garson, founder of the initiative. On behalf of the Nexus, I welcome you to the Cultural Center. Please have a look around.
Nope, nothing new here. Alright. Let's go ahead and check out the labs. You know, we didn't find anything on Eladin to bring back to make booze.
Aha! I knew it! Horizontal gene transfer. They can't incorporate new DNA seamlessly into their own genome.
Meaning all living beings are just a big buffet to steal from.
Many species do the same. Only the most primitive do it by force.
She's being a little defensive there, I think, as an Asari. Let's see. Cultivation. Return to Dr. Camden and Nexus Hydroponics. That's where we're going. Okay. I thought it was up here. Should be downstairs. I wonder why we didn't see him, his icon on the map. It's just, I couldn't remember if that door back there was something we could go through, and it is not. I'm seeing more and more Angara here. That's good. Just checking to see if there's anything down here. I don't see anything. Alright, let's head down to Hydroponics. Here we go, Dr. Camden. There we go.
Thank you for your contribution.
That's it? We hunt down 10 plant samples across 4 different planets, and your response is, thank you for your contribution. Good lord. Oh, let's see the new flag of the new colony. There we go.
New Tachanka, back in the fold. Let's hear it.
Look at that. 4 flags for 4 colonies. We'll start in the cryo bay, head up to the command to see if there's anything new on the Hyperion. Alright, let's see. I don't see anything, but I'm gonna go inside the cryo bay itself, see if there's anything anybody calls out or anything.
This is not
good. Doesn't seem to be. Let's check in and see if there's anything new here.
Back for a visit?
How's Sarah doing?
Everything seems fine. Hearing your voice had to help. Even if you did bend the truth there.
That's all, Harry. Thanks.
I'll be here if you need me.
Well, it's weird that, like, we don't have any additional conversations with her aside from the one. Nothing new here. Alright. Well, actually, again, let's check around to see if there's anybody who calls out to us. There was that irritated woman or whatever, indignant woman, I can't remember, right over here before. Let's see if there's anybody else.
Ryder, this new station leadership I'm hearing about finally let you out of their sight?
Looks like.
Took them long enough.
Will you be bringing Hyperion folks out of stasis?
Whoever is most needed for the outposts gets priority. You know, the big win will be when we're able to wake up entire families at once. That's when I'll know things have taken a turn for the better.
Yep.
Thanks for the talk.
Sure thing.
Alright. Well, let's go ahead and head to operations on the Nexus. Alright, let's see. Okay, well we got at least this, talking to Davis Quar about the fact that we boosted his signal. And that's it. We can always check in other places as well, though.
I'm sorry, Lana. They're just trying to boost our morale.
Thanks for your help with those receivers. Our signal's strong, and our message is clear.
I met another journalist, Carrie Tavessa.
Yeah, we're running Carrie's series, Path of a Hero. Good stuff. I'm mostly on my own, so pretty much anyone who brings me news is welcome. Content is king, and her content is really touching a nerve.
Okay.
Talk to you later, Davis.
I'll be here.
Kind of weird that we haven't had a request for an interview after creating a new colony on Eladin, but let's see. I think Spinder's in prison.
Broken arm doesn't lie.
He is indeed.
I told you, she fell.
The doc says that break is a textbook case of being hit with biotics. Hard.
And they're lying too, because she fell.
Did you come 2 million light years to be a scumbag abuser? Or do you want to grow a spine and admit you fucked up?
Okay. Let's see if there's anybody else around here who wants to talk. Can check in with Kandros. Been a while.
Thanks for understanding. About the outpost and the protesters.
You don't strike me as the political type.
I'm not. Just pro keeping everyone alive. Maybe those protesters will eventually understand too. It's done. I don't want to think about it. Need something else?
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
No longer asking us about the Turian Ark.
Supply request is in. Meds, mail, and MREs coming your way.
Alright, let's check in with the folks up in Addison's area, check in with Cash, check in with the director.
Thank you for the Kadaran.
I'm worried.
Good job on the outpost. Maybe Addison will lighten up.
What do you mean?
She's been pretty upset about not having an initiative outpost established yet. Understandable, if you ask me. I'm just glad she's got work to focus on now.
Nothing more for now.
Good luck out there.
I was expecting, let's try it again, because I think we may just not have talked to her in a long
sectors
time.
Are showing. Locked him up, huh? Spender won't last long if they set him loose. A lot of people are angry.
How angry?
Well, let's just say I've got a couple engineers making sure the airlock security backups are working.
He sure knows how to make friends, doesn't he?
Man's got a talent for it, that's for sure. Someone will get to him eventually, and I look forward to hearing about it. But on my station, no one gets airlocked without my permission.
Nothing more for now.
Later.
Let's try one more time.
First contact, huh? Last one
wow.
I note was when your people stumbled
I think we've
over
missed
that
a lot of
relay.
conversations here.
If they can trade us materials that'll help fix the Nexus, I'm good with it.
Nothing more for now.
We're just kept catching up on the Angara.
I hear a Krogan stirred up some trouble in Kadara Port.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
Nothing more for now.
See you later. Things are going well. The outposts and resources you found have made a real difference. This place is starting to look the way it was always meant to.
Nothing more for now.
Good luck out there.
Let's try again.
Pathfinder.
Alright, there we go, finally.
Nothing more for now.
See you later.
I was expecting something on New Tachanka, but we had so many of those little conversations backlogged. Alright, let's check in with Addison. See how she's doing.
Pathfinder.
How are we doing on the viability front?
Aiming for success. It sounds pat, but you're living up to the job.
Has there been any immediate reaction to exposing Spender?
Of course. The damage he did. That'll scar us for a long time. There's also the crow I've had to eat. Can't say it wasn't deserved.
We're all better off without him.
Brecker might disagree. His job now includes everything Spender did.
Thanks ever so much.
How has the Nexus reacted to the foothold I've established?
People are eager to help. The shortages are obvious, but you're turning it to inspiration. Havarl is a draw for the research-minded, despite there being so little established. It remains unusual despite the corrected vault. It may yet be a surprising producer. We shall see. There's so much beneath Vold. Some are calling it beautiful, but not when I'm around. Poetry remains off-limits. While Tate is a master at wringing out resources, there are legitimate concerns about the connections you use to place it.
Christmas
Sloan
Tate
is established. We need that influence.
Tan is livid, of course. Giving the exiles any concession legitimizes them. Keep an eye on it. There's only so much I can deflect, and only so long as you can promise stability. A surprising number are moving between here and Eladon. It's very familiar, bringing the Krogan back.
You don't mind that Morta gets concessions?
Not if the Krogan are under our banner. Tan takes it personal. I go by the numbers. I'll eat some crow if it gets us resources.
That's great.
Any word from Dr. Kennedy now she's on Prodromos?
She's as difficult as she always was, which is how it should be. Andromeda isn't supposed to change everything.
You two seem very different.
I met Jean at a university bar. She was talking libertarian and drinking vodka slimes. I instantly hated her. An hour later, we were back-to-back fighting half a lacrosse team, and somehow she hadn't started it. I bet there's someone like that on your ship. They drive you crazy, but for some reason, you just click.
Oh, yeah. Some people just... yeah.
Then you understand. Life is so... safe without those kinds of people. Some might say better, but they're not in the initiative.
Director Addison?
Goodbye, Pathfinder.
See how Breck is doing.
How may I assist?
No, nothing new.
Another time.
I did love his chiming in on that about Spender. Alright, let's check in Director Tan's office.
Hydroponics reports oxygen production is nominal.
Ah, Sarissa.
Another Ark lost. But the Turians are safe, thanks to you. Well done. I spoke with Avitus. He's sharp. He'll make a good Pathfinder. He asked how I became one.
What did you tell him?
The truth. I don't repeat my mistakes.
Cora really idolized you. Have you spoken since?
Awkwardly. She's angry, but trying to understand. But we do speak, and more importantly, listen. Reminds me of the days when I had students.
Now that the Asari Ark is safe, what's next for you?
I'll be tracking the Ket through their secret routes in the Scourge and burning them out. Charting the Scourge will help everyone. Some incidental revenge is a bonus.
I never knew Matriarch Ashara, the last Asari Pathfinder. What was she like?
The best my people have to offer. Powerful, just, diplomatic. I was a dowdy soldier by comparison. I tell myself she'd understand why I... But she didn't think that way. Diplomacy allows compromise. War doesn't.
Cora said you fought plenty of battles, that you were the hero of Kirkus.
Ha. I survived Kirkus, anyway.
What happened?
The enemy fired artillery at civilian targets. I used my biotics to shield part of a city. I can make a good shield, as you've seen.
Yeah.
I lost dear friends in that battle, but we saved a lot of people. If that makes me a hero, I'll take it.
Good luck, Sarissa.
Thank you. I'll need it.
Wonder if Avitus is in here. Looks like he is.
Survival protocols are proceeding.
There we go.
So it's official? You're part of our little club?
I know I was reluctant, but it was the right call. Thanks for the push.
I know you make Mason proud.
I'm trying.
Any luck finding other survivors from Natanis?
Brought in another batch yesterday. Still too many unaccounted for, but we're getting there.
I'll keep an eye out.
Thanks, Ryder. Appreciate it.
How's life on the Nexus treating you?
Running water and rations. It's a beautiful thing. I can tell people are still shook up from the uprising, but compared to Varl, things almost feel normal.
So, how are you finding the new post?
Not used to having people question my actions, but I like the challenge. More than I thought I would.
Any regrets?
My only regret is that Mason isn't here to see me play diplomat with Tan. Back in the Milky Way, I would have punched sense into that worm. Now, I use my words. I'm a changed man.
How have you been since HO47C?
Fine, I'm fine.
If you ever want to talk about Mason, you know where to find me.
Thanks, Ryder. Really, I'm just not ready.
Pathfinder versus Spectre. How does it compare?
They're completely different beasts. As a Spectre, I worked in the shadows. Intel was on a need-to-know basis. Here, everyone's looking to me. Looking to me. It's all out in the open.
Which do you prefer?
Being a Spectre was easier, but being a Pathfinder's more rewarding.
Good seeing you, Avitus.
Stay safe out there.
Let's check in with Tan.
How are things going with Ark Lucinia?
The Asari seem happy just to be alive, but the Nexus is running out of places to put them.
I know. The outposts can't come fast enough.
What do we do in the meantime?
Would they be willing to go back into stasis?
After what they've been through? You get to ask them.
I see your point. Just double them up in whatever quarters we have.
Easier said than done.
Good work locating the Asari Ark, Ryder.
There were a few bumps along the way, but we handled it.
Perhaps it's best I don't now. All that matters is that the Lucinia has returned, safe and sound. Did you have some other business?
Thought I'd check in on the Arks.
Keep investigating, Ryder. We still need closure on the Solarian Ark. Until all the species are accounted for, we're a broken family.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
My pleasure. I see great things in our future.
All right. Well, that clears things up here on the Nexus, I think. I don't think there's anywhere else to visit. So let's get back to the Tempest and head over to Eos so we can check in on this thing that Liam set up. Actually, we haven't talked to Avina in a while. Let's see if she has anything to say.
Welcome, traveler. How may I assist?
Oh, a lot of stuff here. Let's see.
Tell me about the Pathfinder headquarters.
The Pathfinder headquarters is located within the Operations Center. It will proudly collect the work of our daring explorers for years to come. It is also where Director Jaren Tan oversees the initiative.
What do people around here do for fun?
Due to resource constraints, the Nexus's recreational venues are limited to the Vortex. The Vortex is a social establishment where colonists can gather to relax or enjoy a drink. Please remember, consumption of alcohol while operating machinery or piloting spacecraft is strictly prohibited.
So they have a bar for the entire Nexus?
What's the Cultural Exchange Center?
The Cultural Center is intended as an educational venue for any new alien species we meet. By teaching them about the initiative, we hope to foster an air of cooperation and understanding.
What goes on in hydroponics?
Hydroponics is an essential element of the Nexus's life support system. It provides the station with vital oxygen and food supplies. Feel free to stop by and see our botanist, Dr. Camden. He always enjoys speaking with visitors.
Tell me about the tech labs.
Initiative scientists are hard at work in the tech labs, analyzing data and samples acquired within Andromeda. The resulting information is then used to further initiative research and outpost creation. Please be aware, access to the tech labs is restricted to essential personnel only.
That's all.
It has been my pleasure.
Alright. Do love that thing about Dr. Camden. First time we ever talked to him, he's like, what do you want? It's like, we're the Pathfinder. Okay, let's check the email.
Welcome back.
Okay. Thanks for the booze. To writer from Wilma. Hi, it's Wilma, Superintendent Kesh's assistant. Thank you for the bootleg spirits from Kadara. Kesh was very pleasantly surprised, even if her system barely felt the effects. The rest of us slept well through the night, though. Take care. Man, I kind of wish we could have handed that stuff in ourselves, but that's fine. Alright, let's get to Eos. Alright, let's take a look at the map. Okay, we actually do have a quest marker. Let's check it out.
Right over there, Pathfinder. My little event for everyone.
Prodromos is suited up and ready to host.
Ready for the exchange, Pathfinder.
Grab your civvies. Going to get hot.
First soccer game in the Andromeda Galaxy, perhaps?
How did you do all this?
Well, it didn't take much. A ball, flat ground. Hustle would start games at refugee camps. I didn't get it then, but after the attack here and the shit with Varan's rescue, I wanted to try something low-tech. What do you think?
It's good to get people's minds off of all the crap we go through.
Not just that. I didn't do it to distract them. We don't get distracted. We go head on. When it's life or death, you have to. No one's living or dying because of this. They're here because they want to be. I didn't get how important that is. Maybe that choice is how we stop being outsiders. Check the play! Free kick for charging. No charge for matchmaking. What?
Thanks, Liam.
For what? Building on what you started?
If you like.
Right. Well, you're welcome. Switch up. Ready to get in the game?
Yeah, the Pathfinder should make an appearance. Try to keep up, Costa!
Don't count on it. I'm complete rubbish.
Alright. I still want to see if Dr. Kennedy is here with her baby. I don't even know where we would look for that. We can check it with August Bradley first.
Pathfinder. Glad to be in one piece after Liam's little jaunt to that cat ship.
You loved it, old man.
Not loving the ache today. We typed the shit out of those systems.
Let's see. Wow, I thought we'd asked him about all this stuff. Maybe not.
What's behind naming the outpost Prodromos?
It means Forerunner. Languages bore the shit out of me, but we voted fair. That ownership is key to the initiative. That's how you convince a bunch of civilians to jump galaxies. As long as we meet our obligations to the Nexus, what we build and how we organize, we get to figure it out.
Tell me about yourself.
August Bradley, retired from the Alliance. I keep the discipline, but not so much the doctrine. I joined the initiative because it's a frontier. Not a lot of those left. Not that you can reach on my pension anyway.
Any family?
A niece on Earth. We didn't talk after my sister passed.
It's a shame we drift apart like that.
Yes, well, we stay out of people's grief.
My father, your sister. Sounds like we've both lost a lot.
We stay out of people's grief, Pathfinder.
What is that? Stay out of people's grief. You've said it before.
Shit, that's right. You didn't have the block leader death talk. The thing is, you and your father, not unique, just recent. Every initiative species, except maybe Asari and Krogan, went into cryo with friends and family and woke up knowing they were all dead. Everything we build begins with that. The unsaid start to the initiative. So yeah, we stay out of people's grief.
How do you keep it from just spilling out?
I let it. And my people stay out of it when I do. And I stay out of theirs. What's that old saying? Children with dead parents think everything is possible and nothing is safe. That seems like it fits anyone in the initiative. Or maybe everyone.
What can you say about the Prodromos block?
Exacting bunch, as the science types always are. We'll eventually allow the staking of claims for groups with enough startup resources. Not quite gold rush, not quite land grants. Although Advent may have upended that. We'll see.
Just looking for a status report. Informal, of course.
It's good to know the rumbling has stopped. Not exactly comforting knowing what caused it. And hopefully Advent acts like neighbors, not competition.
Any insights about the people running the show from the Nexus?
I only work with Addison. She's by the book. And with all the shit that happened, that's to her credit.
And the others?
I only work with Addison.
So your job doesn't require the others? Or do you intentionally avoid them?
The initiative was smart enough to limit the obstacles between its people and jobs that need doing. Outposts deal with Addison. She deals with the others. And I don't envy her.
We'll talk another time.
Oh, and Pathfinder, what I said about grief, every pirate we brought to this cluster woke up with the same reality you did. Maybe think about that when shooting doesn't have to start.
Yeah. Alright, I'm going to take a quick look around to see if I can't find Dr. Kennedy. And if she's here, I'll bring you back. Otherwise, we'll just get back to the Tempest. Okay, Major Domo Bell Scott.
Pathfinder, Major Domo Evan Bell Scott. I have headaches, so you don't have to. Rather, so Bradley doesn't have to. If you have need of anything, don't hesitate. We're all very grateful.
Thank you. Evan, was it?
Major Domo Evan Bell Scott. One first, two last, with a dash. Precision is important.
Anything need doing? I'm here. I can help.
There is something that bothers me. You cataloged those who died at Promise and Resilience. A grim task I don't envy. But it's not enough. The numbers, I mean, between the living and the accounted dead. There should be more.
I was thorough. Could the cat have taken them?
I don't know. But in this matter, perhaps above all others, precision is important. Check the personnel console. I've noted some possibilities. And you're in the best position to verify them.
Okay.
Thoughts on your boss?
The old man. He's pretty tied into what happens here. I just pick up the day-to-day scraps. Good at cracking the whip for these science types. Doesn't fall for the details. I hope he's proud. Feels like he's proud.
Any trouble with the cat?
Clearing the sky cleared it for the bad guys as well as us. So some uptick in hostility was to be expected. We've some tricks up our sleeves, thanks to the research teams. That only goes so far. Thankfully, you tracked them to their lair and put your boot through the door. Can't ask for more.
Thoughts on how the outpost is doing? The planet?
You have to ask. We're nigh legendary. Eos may not have been golden, but it's a diamond now.
How did you come to the initiative?
Like many, I was lost and looking for a purpose. That sounds loftier than it felt at the time. I was an insufferable ass. The training for the trip was probably enough to cure me of it. But I always took things too far. Didn't know how to stop alienating people until I was the alien. See? Still insufferable.
Sounds like you left some interesting circumstances.
I miss the family, and maybe they miss me. But that doesn't mean I'd go back. I mean, we can't, but still. I like where I came from. It's a great place to be from. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I liked where I was. There were other things that brought us here.
Not me. Eyes on distant stars. Always have been.
Where'd you launch out of?
The pale blue dot. Terra Prime. Big old boring Earth. I miss that wet dog smell after the first snow melts. I don't know why. What about you? Miss anything?
I miss the time on the couch before media loads. Make your choice, and as a B- rom-com bounces between satellites, the size of the planet decides how long you wait in the dark.
Your popcorn sounds nice, Pathfinder.
Another time.
Of course.
Alright. Scan emergency muster sites. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we could do that real quick. It is one little quest. Let's see what we can do here. See if we can find some people that were lost.
Should be a memorial or monument when there's time.
Okay, I'm gonna definitely need the Nomad. I thought it was closer than it is. I remember when I first found this thing. Thought there had to be something we did here.
I think we're clear.
What am I scanning? Oh, footprints.
Shuttle
Or
dust
burn
off?
mark.
Then there's at least one unaccounted for?
Uncertain, all shuttles that didn't follow standard escape procedures were assumed destroyed.
Assumed. So there's a chance.
Threat signals detected ahead, Pathfinder.
Used to watch the lights from Site 2. One night, nothing.
Resilience is more than a name. It's our duty now.
Resilience, promise, or like death and starvation.
Well, I know who's not naming our next outpost.
This is from Resilience? Just looked like scrap, but it could be evacuees.
Unknown. More data is required.
You'll have it. Okay, the attack is coming together. A shuttle goes low to escape Ket. Scoops up stragglers. Then what?
Uncertain. My predictive model needs another data point.
Well, good news. We have another data point that we're just about to go get.
Rogue shuttle escapes the Ket, but gets damaged and can't reach the Nexus. So where is it?
Final data point confirms a Turian evasive pattern, projecting orbital vectors.
Good, because we're not giving up on these people.
Oh, I guess we're done on the planet for now, though, I think. Yeah, gotta get back to the Tempest. Let's fast travel back to Prodromos. Alright. Again, I'm gonna do one quick search around the colony. In fact, why don't I bring the Nomad to actually make it an actual quick search. This one's always been Yale and his buds. Let's see if there's anybody else in here. No one new, it doesn't look like. Okay. I would not be at all surprised if this Dr. Kennedy didn't set up in the research center, but we'll see.
Where the hell is Kadara?
Nope, nobody here.
Got a minute?
Yeah?
I wish I could have helped with the road car. I felt kinda useless. But then again, I build roads and make water flow. All the road car can do is kill people.
Okay.
Bye, Fox.
Have a good one.
I mean, we worked with him before, but interesting that he just had that little statement. I mean, last time, of course, we talked to the quartermaster lady, and she basically just had something like that to say as well. Let's see. Alright, back to the Nomad. Well, actually, first, let's check across the street. Then we'll get back to the Nomad. I think we already talked to her last time, but I'll check again. Nope, nope, nothing new here.
Pathfinder, a moment. This exaltation is a horrible truth for the Angara to live with. I pray we don't have to do the same.
Alright.
See you later.
Be well. Come back again.
Yeah, I do wonder what exactly exaltation would do to humanity. I think this is Major Domo. Yep. Bill Scott there. Hanley.
Just who I was looking for.
Hello, Hanley.
It seems like there's no galaxy free of people like the Rokar. So much for peaceful studies. Maybe we should get some armed personnel after all.
I've got to go.
Keep up the good work.
Good to talk to Hanley. Let's check upstairs. Huh. Grace Leto. Oh, Grace Leto!
Pathfinder? Chief Engineer Grace Leto, E97 Durango. I understand you made a special trip to bring me back out of cryo. Thank you for the second chance.
Everything returns to its source.
Second chances for everyone. That's apparently my motto.
So I hear. The reports are crazy, especially around that remnant tech. If we'd known any of that at the time, my team could have... Well, just let me say thanks.
For what?
Making sure my team's efforts went a waste. I have a question, Pathfinder. Why did you bring me back out?
You had an impossible task. If anyone deserves it, you do.
I can think of 4 others who deserve it too, but I'll do my best. Prodromos is a good start. Finally.
Alright. I looked for her when we first let her out. I just didn't find her at the time. And unfortunately, I don't see Dr. Kennedy, so I don't know, maybe she's just not here yet. Anyway, let's get back to the Tempest, and let's see if we can't find these people in the Erickson system. Wasn't that Habitat 7's? Pretty sure.
I'm picking up something.
There we are. ESO distorted Ket wreckage doesn't add up. Well, that's the quest. Doesn't add up.
Ket debris. Severe damage consistent with ESO detonation. Oh! I get it! Turian escape vector, right? Another of their tricks. Dumping fuel as last-ditch mines.
Our shuttle might still be out there?
Scatterfield suggests a high-velocity impact with a Kodiak spec element 0 fuel cell. If the impact was intentional, jettisoning the fuel cell with a proper timing would have been extremely difficult. Kodiak shuttles cannot maintain systems after fuel cell loss. Okay. Well, let's see if we can maybe find them. Are they still here?
Anomaly on sensors. Getting a scan.
Drifting initiative shuttle. After this long, it cannot be a good situation, can it? I really hope it is, but...
Ryder, it's dark, but... No. I'm getting low readings. Stasis fields.
Priority to the Nexus. We have a shuttle for retrieval with Site 2 survivors. Resilience, you are coming home.
Holy crap. Shuttle is intact. Signs of Ket weapons fire are present, though it appears the pilot maneuvered effectively to avoid major damage. Multiple emergency stasis signatures are present, notifying the Nexus for emergency recovery. Okay. Well, that's excellent. Alright. Well, I think we're actually done for this video. Let's go ahead and exit this. Let's check the email. Nothing new there. Okay, so here's what we're going to do next time. Take a look at the journal. Well, actually, let's see what we actually still have left. So we still have the bugged quest on Vold. We have waiting for Carrie to want to interview us again, which again seems weird to me that she doesn't, because we just finished that new colony on Eladin. Hitting rocks for science. We got to get 2 more of those rocks. My guess is they're on the new planet, the Golden World, the supposed Turian Golden World. And we still have to find 1 more Remnant data core. Along with that, on the Nexus, aiding Apex, got to do the Apex stuff. I think we were actually at 12 before, so I think we actually are increasing that slightly. But anyway, along with that, let's see. Got to wait for intel on the Ket. Got to go to H047C, which we just talked about going there. Anyway, for the rocks, I mean. We got to wait for something to happen with this. My guess is that's the main quest. Missing arcs. Still got to wait for leads on the Solarian Ark. My hope is we're going to find more of that stuff on H047C. Priority Ops, hunting the Archon. We could actually technically do that now. I don't really want to right now. And also H047C, a new world. Travel to H047C in the Ramov system. So you know what? Here's what we're actually going to do. We're going to fly to the Ramov system, and that's where we're going to end things. Just so we're ready to go next time. I feel like this isn't the first time we've come out here. Yep, Starship Wreckage. I knew we had come out here for some other thing that was related to a destroyed shuttle. Let's get to Ramov. Alright, well, that's going to do it for this time. Next time we'll go ahead and actually land here. This has been the Irresolute Cartographer. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.